Why don't we create and teach a universal second language to everyone, starting in schools? Good luck getting anyone to agree on that language, and then to do it. We sorta do. Which is English. People around the world learn English as a default language for commerce and trade. Relevant XKCD. Esperanto is the biggest attempt at this. But it's not very popular, unfortunately. Would be really cool though. It's been tried over and over again. And the world seemed to prefer the system we use now. That's to teach everyone at least basic English. There's a certain unfairness in it, as English speakers don't have to learn a second language. It also presents a problem when native speakers of peculiar variants of English fall through the cracks, thinking that they already speak the international language. But the fact is it's worked out a lot better than the efforts to introduce a more fair constructed language a la Esperanto. In summary, we do teach a universal second language. It's English. It's called English. That's Esperanto. Esperanto is the world's most widely spoken constructed international auxiliary language. Created by Warsaw-based ophthalmologist L. Zamenhof in 1887. It was intended to be a universal second language for international communication. Or, the international language. It's not great, but never really caught on. But it's easy enough to learn. Most countries do have mandatory second language classes in schools. But they are based off the nation's history. If they have a large minority population that speaks another language, then that will usually be taught. Just because most of the world's population is in Asia, doesn't mean we all learn Mandarin or Hindi. They teach what's most beneficial for a life in that country. But yeah, go learn Esperanto if you want. In Switzerland, which has 4 main languages, English is taught to every schoolchild. What would be the point of that? Why create a new language that everyone would need to learn when there are already plenty of perfectly good languages to use? Due to the domination of Britain in the 19th to early 20th century and the domination of the US. Since then, English has basically been established as a common-use language. Why go to the trouble of creating, teaching and learning a new language on top of what we already have? Esperanto called. Please reach out at your earliest convenience. It's been tried before. Esperanto. What's intriguing is that Latin is still in common use when referring to flora and fauna. If it came to a vote, maybe a simplified version of Latin? English exists. Esperanto was an attempt at that. It just never caught on. Everyone in these comments saying that English functions as a universal language should understand how easily that can shift. They're not technically wrong at this moment. But English won't be the norm forever. Because if kids are going to learn a second language, it should have some people who would actually speak it. It was attempted once. Esperanto is what it's called. Specifically made to be easy to learn for pretty much anyone. Right now, about 100,000 people still speak it. Sign language. The US can't even switch to the metric system fully. Many people here get mad when you can choose Spanish as a choice on public things like ATM machines, saying it's not our national language. If you are here, then you should speak our language. For the record, the US doesn't have a national language stated anywhere. Just too many idiots here that have never been more than 100 miles from their house except the closet beach, but think they are worldly. What, like English? It is no nation that we inhabit, but a language. Make no mistake, our native tongue is our true fatherland. Emile Cioran. You mean English, like in the rest of the world?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.